What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Samoa Raider, and welcome back to another episode of Nation News. And on today's episode, I got a new segment for you guys called Come On News. Not only that, there's a couple of head coaching candidates that the Raiders are interested in and are trying to go out and interview. And last but not least, Jim Caldwell supposedly did not turn down the Raiders' request to interview him. All of that on this episode of Nation News. But before we get started with this video, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by the GOAT Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you or order it online and have it shipped to your door. Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Now, with everything going on with the nation and all the adversity that we had to face as a team last year, I thought it'd be perfect for me to start up this new segment called Come On News. Obviously, this is a bit of a reiteration of Come On Man, but you know, your boy had to throw in a little bit of his own flavor up in here. And for the very first Come On News, I gotta give it to Mr. Speed Racer, aka Lightning McQueen, our cornerback, Nate Hobbs. Only a couple of weeks after being arrested for a DUI, reports came out yesterday that Hobbs was busted for driving over the speed limit. According to the Popo, they recorded my boy going 110 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone.
Damn!
Hobbs was issued a citation and his car got locked up. So, for Nate Hobbs, man, come on, News! So some reports came out yesterday. According to Dan Graziano of ESPN, the Raiders requested to interview former Lions head coach Jim Caldwell and was unfortunately turned down. I did kind of find it surprising because, you know, I was like, hey, nobody turns down a shield and it's not like we wanted you anyways. But earlier this morning, Jim Caldwell came out on Twitter and straightened things out and issued a statement saying, I would like to correct an erroneous report that I turned down opportunities to interview for the head coaching job with the Minnesota Vikings and Las Vegas Raiders. Those reports are not true. I have profound respect for both organizations and for the Wilf and Davis families, and I did not decline any opportunity to interview with them. First of all, I do think it's a bit fucked up how these so-called reporters are so quick to put out some false information on my boy Jim Caldwell. Now, Caldwell did not come forward and say that he was going to be meeting with either team, but I'm sure that he would be more than happy to accept any opportunity for an interview. At this point, he has already interviewed with both the Bears and the Jaguars for their vacant head coach position. Caldwell did step away from the game in 2019 after suffering some health complications. He was a successful quarterbacks coach for two Super Bowl teams, the 2006 Colts and the 2012 Baltimore Ravens. From 2009 to 2011, he became the head coach for the Colts with a 26-22 record. From 2014 to 2017, he was the head coach of the Detroit Lions with a 36-28 record in his 4 seasons. If I had to choose, I wouldn't bring him in as our next coach. He just doesn't have a lot of success record-wise for me to want to bring him on to this team. But I do know that he had quite a bit of success as a quarterbacks coach, so who knows what he could do with Derek Carr here in Las Vegas. With that being said, Raider Nation, would you guys want Jim Caldwell to be the next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, Jim Caldwell ain't the only name floating around as a potential candidate for the Raiders head coaching position, because according to Adam Schefter, the Raiders plan to interview 49ers defensive coordinator DeMeco Ryans as a part of their head coaching search. As of today, I'm sure that Ryan is focused on stopping the Green Bay's offense, but after that's done, it's going to be a real busy week for my guy because I know that he's going to have a lot of head coaching interviews lined up. And the Las Vegas Raiders are one of them. The former NFL linebacker joined the 49ers staff in 2017 and was promoted to defensive coordinator last offseason after Robert Saleh left for New York. In his first season as the defensive coordinator, the 49ers defense ranked 3rd in yards allowed and 9th in points allowed. Heck, he even made Arden Key look pretty good this season, and that ain't an easy job. So if he could do that with his trash trash, I'm sure that he could do it with anybody else. With that said, DeMeco Ryans would be an interesting candidate for the head coaching position here in Las Vegas. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but with what he's done with the 49ers defense in 1 year, you know, you bring him over here and you get a solid offensive coordinator to pair up with him, I think I'd be okay with it. But what do you guys think, Raider Nation? Would you guys be open to having DeMeco Ryans as our next head coach? This will be the fourth name connected to the Las Vegas Raiders for the head coaching position, alongside of Jim Harbaugh, obviously, Rich Bisaccia, and Gerard Mayo. And you could possibly add one more coaching candidate to the list. According to PFT, there are multiple reports that the Raiders could be preparing to make a run at Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. The sense is that Dave Ziegler would be the GM and McDaniels would be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Although I think Josh McDaniels could be an excellent hire, what do you make of the rumors?
Well, I think there's reality to it. I think the idea that the Raiders could be assembling the sort of structure that Josh McDaniels would want, I think at least gives you the indication that they're interested in Josh McDaniels as the head coach, and that Josh McDaniels could potentially wind up there.
I honestly would not want Josh McDaniels to be our next head coach. I don't care what he's done over there with the Patriots. I feel like he's going to be the guy to take over that team once Bill Belichick steps down. So I feel like he should stay his ass over there and not come over here to the Silver State. And on top of that, after what he did to the Colts a couple of years ago, I just don't trust the dude. And if you guys don't remember, a couple of years ago when Josh McDaniels became the head coach of the Denver Broncos, his first order of business was getting rid and trading away quarterback Jay Cutler. So who knows if he would do the same exact thing if he was to come over to Las Vegas and trade Derek Carr's ass away from here. Now, I know half of you guys would be happy about that, and the other half would probably be mad about that situation. So, with that being said, all these coaching candidates, a lot of names, we don't know who the next head coach is going to be, but I know who the top guy is for me, and that is still going to be Jim Harbaugh, and there's a lot of sense going around that he could possibly be the next guy. But you guys already know, every offseason, when there's a name connected to the Raiders, and it's a big name, and everybody wants to get that guy, it just never happens, you know. And knock on wood, I hope that Jim Harbaugh does come back to the NFL and he does choose the Las Vegas Raiders, because honestly, who wouldn't want to be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? We got all the right pieces, and we're in the entertainment capital of the world. And on top of that, you're going to be leading the best organization in the NFL. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode of Nation News. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. It does a lot for this channel. And also, if this is the first time you come across this channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, this your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoff. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the layoff.